Hello, welcome to another Bids Outdoor Adventures. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a trail that is brand new to me. In fact, I've only recently discovered its existence. It's the Riverfront Trail along the south shore of Lake Monroe, leading to the town of Sanford. Now, Sanford is north of Orlando. The trail itself apparently is not very long, like 4.5 miles. So I brought my comfort bike. Should be a fairly easy ride. And right now I am in Lk Monroe Park at the boat ramp, as you can see. The noise you may hear over that way is I-4, Interstate 4, and just to my left is Highway 1792. I'm kind of tucked between two major roads. Fortunately, the trail, there is a dedicated multi-use trail, so I won't have to get on either road. Any major road should take me, like I said, it goes from the park all the way into kind of the north end of the town of Sanford, right on the waterfront. Should be very pretty. I was talking with another cyclist and I found out there's several other multi-use bike trails and multi-use trails in this area. So this might be an area I have to come back to and investigate further. But without further ado, let's go do an outdoor adventure. Lk Monroe Park is a nice facility. It's got playgrounds for the kids, ample covered picnic areas, a sand volleyball court, and plenty of restroom facilities. And it has a 2-slip boat launch with plenty of parking, and probably the largest alligator I think I've ever seen. The moment you leave the park, you're going to encounter an uphill climb, but the good news is this is the only climb you're going to encounter on the entire trail. This is the Highway 1792 bridge that crosses the St. Johns River. Lk Monroe Park is tucked away to the left in that cove back there. That big bridge in the distance is Interstate 4. And on the southern shores, there's another place to launch your boat. That bridge segment is the old Highway 1792 bridge. Getting across I-4 is not a problem, as you simply scoot underneath it. It's at this point that another trail joins from the south, and it turns out this is going to be part of the Florida Coast to Coast Trail, a long trail that's going to run from St. Petersburg up and over to the East Coast, ending just north of Cape Canaveral. The trail runs parallel to this road, which can be kind of busy and noisy sometimes. But eventually the trees give way and present you with some beautiful views of Lk Monroe. And it's at this point where you start encountering places along the trail where you can sit down and just enjoy the beautiful views. we're starting to come into the town of Sanford itself, and the road veers off to go downtown while the trail continues along the lake shore. And it's at this point that we start encountering the first of several nice artistic sculptures. Veterans Memorial Park was built in the late 1920s, originally dedicated to World War I veterans, but since rededicated to all veterans. I found the Marina District to be quite charming. Lots of seating, benches both in the open and underneath the pergolas here, and even raised flower beds to provide a nice little splash of color. And I would just love to hop aboard this little boat and take it for a spin. This thing is just charming. However, the harbor master here seemed to take a dim view of that idea. Sanford was important to Central Florida's development for a number of reasons. Many of the early railroads passed through this town, and Lake Monroe is part of the St. Johns River system, which flows north and empties into the Atlantic up in Jacksonville. The river was deep enough that riverboats could sail all the way up to the town of Sanford. So whether you were moving passengers or moving freight, the town of Sanford was a very important transportation hub in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Coming up on the right is a large city park that had a really nice playground, a splash park, although this current day it wasn't on, and numerous covered picnic pavilions for you to have a get-together or a cookout with your friends. And it even had some artwork. So, I've reached the end of the Sanford Riverwalk. The trail ends right behind me here. What a nice trail. Sanford clearly has put a lot of time and effort into making the trail a really nice experience. Trail itself is in good condition. There's lots of artwork features. There's some signage that goes into the history of Sanford, complete with QR codes for further information. Beautiful scenery. Just a really nice outing. If you're looking for a nice little day trip, I think you could put this on the list. And from the looks of some of the signage, I think the downtown Sanford area probably has a lot of nice, neat little shops and restaurants and cafes to explore as well. So, thank you for joining me on another Bids Outdoor Adventures, and hope to see you soon.